Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel ABAP Genius. In today's video, we will be discussing about the aggregate functions available in the CDS views. So let me create a simple program. You have to search for source code library and here we have the ABAP program. I'm giving the description as aggregate functions and clicking on next and finish. Okay, I have my report ready. So we have 5 aggregate functions available in our CDS views. Count, and next one is count of distinct, and next one is MIN minimum, max, sum, AVC. AVC means average. So these are the 6 functions which are available. And what does count do means whatever the total number of records we have for that particular field, it will return the count of that. And count of distinct will return whatever the records whichever unique for that corresponding field. For example, I'm doing it as count of KWMENC. That means if the quantity is repeating more than once, then it will take the records which are distinct, which are unique quantities we have. That count, it will check in all the sales order table which we have mentioned in the select query and return the number of entries as a count. MIN. Minimum MIN means minimum, and it will give the result whatever the least value we have for that particular field. And max will give the maximum value, and sum will do the summation of all the records whatever we have. And average will do the average of all the records. Average means the sum of all the records by total number of records we have. So let us write a select query how to use this in the real time. So I'm selecting the fields from VBAP table, and this is the field VBELN which I have, which is the key field. And next field I will do the count expression. Count of KWMENC. KWMENC is the quantity field, and count function. And next I will do it for the distinct records. And next we will be going with the minimum, and we can write this on NETPR, which is the net price field. And max, and sum we will be doing it on NETWR. AVC, nothing but average function. into table, we are getting the data into this VBAP internal table. So my select query is complete, but I'm getting an error here. Okay, the field VBLN from the select list is missing in the group by class. So whenever we are using this aggregate functions, it should have the group by class mandatory. Group by VBLN. Now the error is gone. So what this group by will do means it will aggregate the data by VBLN. For example, we have the VBLN occurring twice. The group by will do it only once by aggregating the data, and it will perform these operations after grouping the data by our sales order field. So let us display the data. I will call the class for displaying the data. Display, and we have to display the data whatever we have fetched in our internal table. I am saving the code and activate it. Okay, now let us execute this report. Since it is a report, we cannot do in data preview. It is asking to open in SAP GUI, and you have to click on run as. If it is a CDS view, you can do ABAP application F8. Since it is a report, we have to do it in ABAP application console, which is F9. Okay, we have got many records, and first field is the VBLN, which is our key field. Okay, our console is gone. Let me run it again. Okay, we have it already there. And second is count, and it has two number of records we have for this particular VBLN, not for this VBLN. For KWMG is 2, and count distinct also we have 2 because those are distinct records. And minimum function, for net price we have 1 as a minimum value, and maximum is 50 for this particular sales order. And sum, we are doing it an NETWR, which is 9000, and it is calculating the average by sum function divided by this count function. But count function we have not done on the NETWR, so whatever the count we have got for that NETWR, it will be divided by this 9000, and this is the average whatever we will be getting for this particular sales order. So these are all the records we have. We have one minimum and maximum also, because one is the only we have present for that particular sales order, so we are getting 1 and 1. And count distinct we are getting as 1, since we have only one value present for that particular sales order. Sometimes we have 1 and 2, which means 2 and 2, which means count has two values and count distinct also two values. That means we don't have duplicate records for that particular KWMENC. So this is how you can utilize your aggregate functions in the CDS views or in our select queries. And a simple way you can use is, like, in the sales order data, we have to calculate the sum of the all the line items which are possible for a sales order by adding up the quantity. At the times, the sum and average function is very useful to you. So you can do a simple practice or you can directly use in your real time requirements. So this is all about today's video. Hope this video is useful to you. Please do like, share and subscribe to this channel for more interesting videos.